Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the seventh annual IBioIC conference. Welcome from a rather snowy Scotland, indeed. And my name is Bustard. I'm the CEO of IBioIC, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to this fantastic event kicking off this morning. I just thought it might be useful for those of you who are joining us new to this to this environment to just talk a little bit around IBioIC and let you know the sorts of things we're doing as part of a warm-up to what I hope will be a fantastic and stimulating 2 half-day sessions plus networking. So I think firstly, just to put it all into context, IBioIC is the Scotland's innovation centre that supports industrial biotechnology and sustainable processes and the wider bioeconomy. And we're one of 7 innovation centres supported by the Scottish Government as part of their initiatives to support the translation and drive innovation in Scotland and to support economic growth for Scotland as well. This year we have a fantastic range of speakers. I hope you do join in all the sessions, and also I'd encourage you to join the networking afterwards. One of the things I'm really proud about today is we've got really high level representation from both Scottish Government and the UK Government. And it's fantastic to see their engagement around supporting the bioeconomy. Now, one of the things that we are measured against is really the growth of the sector for industrial biotechnology and the bioeconomy within Scotland. And we're the key delivery vehicle for the National Plan for Industrial Biotechnology for Scotland, which sets ambitious targets of company turnover of 900 million in 2025 and around 200 companies using industrial biotechnology as part of their business. Now, today, I'm pleased to tell you, having looked at the numbers for 2019, we stand at 747 million turnover and over 130 companies that are engaged with IBioIC. So we're well on the way, and I think it represents a fantastic set of statistics that shows that Scotland really is ambitious in its drive to grow its bioeconomy and as part of the green recovery. Scotland has some fantastic natural resources, and it's about how we manage those and use those to best effect to give us sustainable supply chains for the future. I think all of us, if we look back on the last 10 or 11 months, we'll realize it's been a challenging time. I joined IBioIC as chief exec exactly this time last year and stood in front of an audience of 500 people to present at the conference. And this year, I'm delighted to say we've got over 765 attendees online and registered for the 2 days. And also, I should really say good morning, good afternoon, and good night to those attendees, because we have people joining us from as far afield as the US, Central and Eastern Europe, the Nordics, India, parts of Asia, and also New Zealand as well. So a fantastic opportunity for us all to network and share best practice. And I hope you do that actively during the day. Now, we're all currently living through the pandemic, and I think we all have to stay positive. What I've seen is really a drive to collaborate and innovate, particularly in our member companies and the organizations that we work with and across the universities. And that is fantastic to see. Now, you might think, well, does IB really have a role to play in sort of medicines and the response to the pandemic and diagnostics? And the answer is yes. I mean, we are biotechnology platforms, and therefore with very transferable skills, and you'll hear a little bit about that as we go through the day. Now, IBioIC itself has worked alongside the Lighthouse Labs, helping with the diagnostics testing and the Scottish Manufacturing Advisory Service and Forth Valley College around how we upskill people that we need to perform the various functions during pandemic. And also some of our key companies that we work with, such as Fujifilm Diosynth Biotechnologies, actively manufacturing vaccines and who also interface very strongly with IBioIC and its innovation. This year we made the conference free to attend. It's been important for us as we've gone forward in the pandemic to actually support organizations who may have found it even more challenging. And we've done a number of things to support our members, including membership holidays, free events, and making sure that we are checking in and supporting their innovation needs even throughout this period of time. It is a fantastic time to grow the bioeconomy, to look at our supply chains and to think about where we're going in the future. We must grow the manufacturing base. I'm passionate about the drive from research across development and into manufacture, where if we're going to generate the GVAs that we want for our countries, then we must put manufacturing assets in place. That's one thing we've been working very hard to deliver in Scotland, and I think it's fantastic to see some of our Indigenous companies investing in manufacturing, and one of the leaders in that space is Celtic Renewables, putting a large biorefinery in at Grangemouth, one of the main petrochemical and chemicals campuses in Scotland. We've also seen state-of-the-art facilities coming online for Scott Bio and MyAlgae, looking at very different platforms and opportunities for sustainable processes, and that is fantastic to see, and we hope to support those companies and grow the manufacturing base even further. When we look to the future, we're thinking net zero. Green processes have a role to play, biotechnology has a role to play, and sustainability is absolutely key to all that IBioIC is about. And we're working with key stakeholders at the minute to identify how we showcase the successes, best of all, at COP26 as it comes to Glasgow in whatever form. And so for the purposes of that, we will be looking to showcase how green supply chains, effective use of our feedstocks and biotechnology platforms can benefit our drive towards ambitious targets in Scotland for 2045 and the net zero economy. And we feel we've got a very strong role to play in that, and are working with the key stakeholders. The other thing that we do is a good opportunity just to let everybody know we are driving innovation, and so we do have innovation funds available to us of up to £100,000, and one of the calls is actually open at the moment to help companies and academics to take forward ideas. We were very pleased to see new members join us this year as well, and we continue to work very closely with those members to try and support their innovation and to grow the bioeconomy in Scotland.